This is how to create a fill in the blank question. So if you're in an assignment and you say correct the question, you can either do math response or select answer. I think it works with both. But anyway, if you do a fill in the blanks, it can either be a drop down or an actual type your answer in. They're both in the same question. So if you click fill in the blanks and create question, question name, so in the student response area, like say it was an equation that they had to solve, you could write x equals, let's say the answer is 5. If there were two answers, you could say x equals 7. So let's say that this was a quadratic and the answers are 5 and 7. Then you go to set answer and you highlight to select the answer, which I think you already know how to do this because you've gotten this before. But right here, you can change this from drop down answer to drag and drop or text answer. So I like text answer because then they have to type in those answers. So then the correct answers down here are 5 and 7, but we want to be able to tell them that, hey, they could type in 5 and 7, or they could type in 7 and 5. So some people would click add alternate answer and put 7 there and put 5 there. But the other way to do this is go up to the wheel, the settings, and you can do group scoring. When you enable group scoring, you have to actually click, you have to click group scoring and then click this little button to enable group scoring. This makes answer A and B, which it shows with the little red, answer A and B are interchangeable. And then you click done. So now, if they put 5 in this A blank and 7 in the B blank, it counts it as correct. If they were to put 7 in the A blank and 5 in the B blank, it would also count it as correct. I really, really like this fill in the blank where they type in the answer. If you wanted it to be, here, I'm just going to save this question and go to another one. If we, oh, no, not add existing. Shoot, how do I go back? Shoot. I don't even know how to go back. Okay, so I'm like lost at the moment. Oh, there's a close button at the bottom that you couldn't see. Add new question. I want a math response, and I'm going to do math keypad single answer. Is there fill in the blank here? I think math keypad. Okay. So here you type in like solve the equation, type your answer below, blah, blah, blah. And then in here, you'd have to delete that out, and then you can type in however you want this to be. So if it ends up being like 3 plus or minus, I thought, yeah, there's a plus minus, 3 plus or minus the square root of 7 all over 8. That could be like an answer to a quadratic equation. And then that would be their answer. And if you click the little thing, this tells you what you want to have available in that math keypad. Because we're a high school keypad, you pretty much want everything on there. And then that's the allowed answer, and it will allow equivalence. So if they didn't simplify it, if it was like 6 plus or minus 2 times the square root of 7 over 16, it would probably count that as correct. So if we did this in a quiz, we would definitely need to we would need to check each one of these individually. This is the type of problem where multiple choice might be better so that we can really get the answer that we want, but that would be how you would do the math keypad to enter an answer. I think that's it.